Hello and welcome to another episode of Dapper Dan's Damage Report. I, of course, am your host, Dapper Dan. Funny story I just thought like sharing as I turn off my screen because it's really bright. My phone just went off right before I hit record and gave the longest notification I've ever heard. And they were long notifications because it wasn't a text message, it wasn't a phone call, it was both Trivia Crack and Jack Threads, which is a online shopping center that I like to visit and get a lot of cool shit from. Both at the exact same time gave me a notification, and instead of just being one notification, it was one long notification that lasted for all of 6 seconds that made my entire chair that I'm on, a bench, as you could see, made my entire bench feel like an earthquake. So that was fun. Okay. That being said, what's on the agenda lately? Glad to see everybody still remembers Damage Report and that you guys enjoyed that. Let's see what we got going on. NWC is coming up on June 6th. That's going to be an amazing show. We are going to be taping some episodes for their television show, and I will be doing commentary. I believe I'm doing commentary with Bobby Rogers, which is interesting to me because he was my first ever partner in commentary. And a lot of people don't really say this a lot when it comes to Bobby Rogers, but he was an interesting person to do commentary with for the first time because he has such an interesting personality, such an outgoing, and just he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been doing it for almost 30 years, so he better damn well know what he's doing. And I thought it was very interesting because he straight up just knew what he was going in, and it was my first time, so I had a very deer in the headlights kind of way of, like, I had no idea what I was doing, and I was trying so hard not to mess up, and I was trying so hard to keep up with the action that was going on in the ring, and stay with what he was doing. And normally I like to I really don't want to spoil on this one, but I like to talk about what's going on with storylines and talk about who the wrestling matches are about with and what this character is doing and certain things. And I talk to some people beforehand. Hey, do you have a specific thing you want to get over? Do you have a specific thing you want to mention? Just because I've always felt like the commentary team is a good idea to get the stars over. And Bobby Rogers is so well advanced, and there are a lot of people I've worked with that are so well advanced, they don't need to go and talk to people. They already have an idea of what the storyline is going into it, and they're like, okay, boom, and they just can say it off of the fly. I'm getting better to that, where I know a lot of the guys, and I more and more, and I know the storylines that are happening, so I can actually just walk in and go, okay, this is what's going on, this is what the promoter is doing, and I also kind of listen to the promoter as he goes and talks about what he's doing and shows me with that, so that helps me out a lot. He'll tell me what's going on a lot and what matches are happening and when they're happening and what he wants to do and all that sort of stuff. So it makes it interesting. But for Bobby Rogers and I, with our first experience, it was very deer in the headlights, and I had to basically keep up really quickly, and it was very do or die, and I liked it a lot thinking back. At first I was very upset because I didn't know what I was talking about, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know what was going to be happening, and I felt like I was being rushed, and I didn't feel like I did a very good job at all. And looking back, I didn't do a very good job, and I felt like, oh man, Bobby just threw me under the bus, and he just walked away with it. But looking back at it now, I realized that he wasn't so much throwing me under the bus, but he was trying to keep me going and keep me going at it, and I'm very happy about that. Now, looking back, I'm hoping that I can show off that I've learned, that I've gotten better since that very first time, and that was almost 2.5 years ago. Ironically enough, for NWC. So I'm looking forward to doing that again on June 6th, this time for a television taping, which should be a lot of fun. Let's see, what's next? We have, after that is ICW TV is going to be taping on June 20th. I don't know why that took me a while. I'm not looking directly on my pad, and I'm trying not to remember things because I want things to be right off the cuff with you guys. I want this to be a conversation. This is not me scripting things out. So June 20th at the Polish American Club, ICW is going to have No Boundaries, the event where it tapes a bunch of its episodes. Some good matches that are going to be announced for that one. I haven't seen any of the matches that have been announced, but they have a fantastic card that is constantly happening. So I'm looking forward to that as far as an event. Last time I got to go there, Rusty Brooks was there, and he got to give me some great advice on certain things, and I can't wait to go back there, and hopefully he'll be there so he can see that I took his advice, and I'm going to run with that. That said, there's nothing really else happening other than just random events here and there. But if you would like to fill up my calendar, I would very much love you for that. Please do. You can message me anywhere, really. Facebook, Twitter, you can tweet me, you can email me. I have my email address. All my information is below. You can check me out, and I would love to work anything you want for me, whether it's commentary, whether it's interviews, whether it's managing, any of the stuff I'm doing. Ring announcing, I can do any of them. Some of them better than others, in my opinion, and a lot of people will tell you some of them are better than others, but I can do them all to the absolute best of my ability and help out the shows in any way, shape, or form. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because there's not really that much going on, and I don't really want to just sit here and ramble about nothing. Just wanted to tell a couple quick stories about that now that I have NWC that's coming up, which I will be recording a Vine promo for, which is something I do for every show that I'm involved in. I do a quick little promo for Vine. I've started doing that one, and I need to start remembering to record my little clips of Vine. I usually do that as well. And Instagramming some of the events, which is going to be great. Just certain things I've realized that social media has become, and I'm trying to keep myself involved with. Social media has taken over, and I want it to start taking over. A new thing that I think I'm going to experiment with at the NWC is Periscope. Yes, I've joined Periscope. Dapper Dan Ragu. Add me on Periscope if you want. I'm going to start showing off what it looks like from my side of the table, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy that. But other than that, I think, like I said, I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to ramble on. Add me on social media. All that stuff's going on. Oh, no! Funny story to tell before I go. I talked about being a part of Smarty's new 2K15 production deal. Smart Way Out. The second episode was taped as I'm recording it, Tuesday. This was yesterday as I'm recording it. And, I'm sorry, Wednesday. I apologize. It happened on Wednesday. And I tweeted it out. I Facebooked it. And I had a blast with it, even though Smarty forgot my name on multiple occasions. But whatever, it's all good. We're going to have a lot there. He had a lot of funny, very funny matches that he made up on that one. And basically, for those of you who don't know what it was, and I didn't really explain it very well, I really didn't even know what was going on just yet. Smarty takes 2K15, he comes up with random matches, some of which he comes up in the actual call that he has with a few of his friends, and he actually has them make up some matches. Card is extremely subject to change at that one, and it ended the night ended, spoiler alert, with Kevin Owens having a Money in the Bank contract cash in against Brock Lesnar. I won't tell you what happens because you'll have to watch the episode to see exactly what happens, but oh my god, was it funny. You'll never get content like that with anything, really, in my opinion. And it was very funny, and just people dicking around with creative wrestlers and people in the game. And I just thought it was fun. And we were having fun. We were laughing and seeing some really interesting and creative... I don't even know what to say with what it was, to be honest with you. I saw a man fall off a ladder and hit the turnbuckle. Last time I saw a man hit a turnbuckle from a height anything close to that, well, I want to get that out of my mind. And that physics just lets you know, if you hit a turnbuckle, it hurts. And you can't just bounce off with that. But he just bounced off and, hey, he won the match. So, Money in the Bank was a very interesting one. There was a ladder match, there was a last man standing match, there was a hardcore match between Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk, as I did my Dusty Rhodes impression, baby. Bull of the wood, if you will, in public. I know, everybody can do a Dusty Rhodes, and I thought I can do one too, and I just kept going with it. Do you believe in miracles, baby? As I remember my WCW commentary moments of just insane Dusty Rhodes and commentary. Shout out to Botchamania. That said, I'm going to finally get out of here because I've really rambled on. But when Smart Way Out's next episode does come out, I will be linking it on my social media. You should check it out. It was really funny. That said, I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. So I will see you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe below. Share with all your friends. I really appreciate all that, but I'm going to get out of here. Peace.